Breaking news. After finessing PJ Washington before, she's
Brittany
back at
Renner
it now. Brittany
is a fucking barnacle, bro. You know barnacles, how they sit and attach themselves to the bottom of large ships? That's what Brittany Renner is. She's a leech. That's what she feels like to PJ Washington and his wife and their family. Just a fucking parasite that just won't go away. A boil. Ugh. Brittany Renner begs for more child support after PJ Washington's new NBA $1 million deal. Video by Riva TV.
After finessing PJ Washington before, she's back at it again. Now, Brittany Renner is seeking $35,000 per month because she's saying that
35. Bro, $35,000. What are we doing? What are we doing? She was already getting too much. $5,500 a month is already way more money than anybody needs to take care of a child, right? Now, we understand, we spoke about this in a recent video where we talked about that new law that got passed in Kentucky, where upon divorce, custody of children is now by default 50-50. We spoke about that, and we spoke about how one of the points or goals of child support is to give the child the same quality of life regardless of whether they're with mom or dad. And so child support is more than just, okay, how much does it cost to take care of a child? Here is my contribution towards that. But $5,500 should get the fucking job done. You can rent a 4,500 square foot house in most states for $3,000 or less, right? A lot of states, nice states like Texas. You can find a nice house to live in for $2,400 a month. That's the whole rent. Then completely pay for the bills, pay for the food on top of that. The fact that she's asking for $35,000 a month to take care of a 1-year-old child. Well, at this point, I think a 4-year-old child is crazy.
$5K per month isn't enough, and she's struggling to make ends meet. The fact she's going from 5.5 to 35, she wants some bread for herself. And what a coincidence. She's doing all this after PJ just got the bag. PJ just got 4 years, 90 M. You see what females be doing, bro?
So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just an athlete. They're really dumb.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video.
Now, we gotta also give PJ some responsibility for being dumb enough to get this chick pregnant. She was literally snitching on herself that this is what she was trying to do.
So we have Brittany Renner and PJ Washington right back on the screen. As we know, Brittany Renner, social media person, Brittany Renner, who's been in the media for years for all kinds of things.
Yeah, she's been around.
Obviously, she had a baby with NBA star PJ Washington.
Yeah, she hit the lottery with that one.
In which, it has been, I guess, speculated that she basically used him because he was younger than her to have a baby to
Predator.
Get a check, okay?
Predator.
And, she has said things along the lines of, like, telling women how to get a come up and how they should be with an athlete because they're dumb.
So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just an athlete. They're really dumb.
Also, as we know, Deion Sanders used her as like a tool to protect younger men on the women who were out there with using her as an example.
Guys, listen, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, you know what I'm saying, quacks like a duck, all that shit, duck shit, it's a fucking duck, dude. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. All the chicks that move and look like this, this is what they are. That's it.
Let's go from step.
Whatever your instincts tell you upon meeting, oh, she a goer, oh, she's a Damon, trust that, bro. You cannot change these people.
Because we got to.
How you find them is how you're going to leave them.
The other side of game. And that's why you gracefully blessed us with your presence.
Look
so
at her.
Understand from your point of
sitting
view,
all with her legs open in a mini dress. What?
how this game is played.
And
that's
so
crazy.
basically, the two of them, their relationship ended. They went their separate ways. He put her on, she put him on child support, obviously, and she was not getting the amount of money that she thought she was gonna get. I believe she really thought that she was gonna come up off of that child support.
She did,
and that's exactly not what happened. And
she did.
You know, recently, right before he ended up getting a contract renewal and a huge amount of money in surplus than what he was getting before, the two of them had an argument at their drop-off exchange when he came to get his son, and
she set him up.
Basically all of their feelings came out to the forefront.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this,
yeah, she sent him up. And why did she upload this to the internet? Think about that. Did he do anything? Did he hurt anybody? He didn't. She's a demon.
I'm gonna record this because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is
Man,
he doesn't want to go
should have
with
pulled
you.
out, bro.
Actually show up and do something that with him.
Should have pulled out.
Because he does this every time.
It's not worth it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible.
God damn.
3 weeks in a row.
And it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my.
If you had one, maybe I would.
That's Brittany Renner's mother right there, by the way. Saying if you had a Johnson, I would. You heard what she said.
I would.
What the f you looking at? Get your ass out my driveway, ho.
That's Brittany Renner's mother
Either.
talking to PJ Washington's, I think, wife.
$70,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's
That's
bank
crazy.
account. $11,000.
So on top of the $5,500 a month child support that she was already getting, there was currently $70,000 sitting in a bank account for her son that I'm sure she had full access to. Yet, she needs $35,000 a month. She needs another $30,000 a month. It's crazy to me, man. Truly, this woman is a predator.
After that,
These women are
altercation
predators,
happened,
man.
and after it was obviously publicized that he received a 4-year, $90 million contract extension with the Dallas Mavericks, you know, whereas
Nice.
she was getting, I believe, somewhere around $3,000 a month. Now she is getting $5,000.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and get into...
And that's already insane because in Texas, there is a cap for child support. They take 20% of your check for one child. That's the rate in Texas. If you have one child, 20% of your check goes to the woman in the form of child support, especially if she has custody of the child, primary custody of the child. However, they cap it at $11,700, meaning if you make more than $11,700 a month, they will not take any more of your money. So a guy like PJ Washington, who makes a ridiculous amount of money, he wouldn't have to pay more than something just under $3,000. That's all she would be entitled to. So the fact that she was already getting $5,500 a month tells me she's getting more. She was already blessed. She getting greedy. You know what I mean? There must be some kind of special workaround that she's exploiting why she's able to get so much just for one child. Guys, you got to understand, in Texas, you could rent/buy and pay a mortgage. The mortgage/rent would be under $3,000 a month for a large 4-bedroom, over 4,000 square foot house in a nice suburban area. Between $2,300 and $3,000, you could easily find that. Just to put in perspective how much money, how much value $5,500 is worth here in Texas. It's insane that she thinks she deserves more. She's trying to get rich off her baby. That's sick.
The article. So as you can see here, it says new court documents TMZ Sports has obtained show NBA star PJ Washington has been ordered to pay Brittany Renner $5,500 a month in child support. According to the docs, Washington was required to make the payments as part of a consent order issued in Macomb County, North Carolina, back in November 2024. The docs state Washington additionally was ordered to pay a lump sum of $130,000 to satisfy any and all existing child support accruing prior to the entry of this consent order, as well as for Brittany Renner's attorney's fees. The new info came to light this month when Renner filed a notice in Los Angeles County Court so she could continue to collect the money in California, even though the order was entered in North Carolina. In her filing, Renner stated Washington owes $0.
You know what's insane to me? The idea of this kid growing up and then watching all of these videos as a teenager. That's insane. And not only is it that he's going to learn about the bullshit and the drama, but he's also going to find these videos where people are giving their perspective. Man, I don't think Brittany Renner is setting herself up for success in regards to her relationship with her son, man.
In arrears, indicating the Dallas Mavericks hooper has been current on his required payments. There has been, of course, rampant speculation surrounding the monthly child support payments, as some fans believed they were in the $200,000 range. Renner later said during an interview she got $2,500 a month.
Okay.
Washington and Renner began dating after he...
Again, that's a lot of money for child support.
...appeared to shoot his shot at her after she attended one of his games at Kentucky in 2019. They went official in 2020, and in 2021, Washington confirmed they had a baby boy together. Following their split, things have hardly been cordial between the two, as they were just seen on camera earlier this month, apparently engaged in a nasty argument while Washington was picking up their child from Renner's home.
Right, we just saw that.
Washington moved on from Renner with Elisa Chanel. Earlier this month, he signed a 4-year, $90 million contract extension.
Alicia. Now we see it's Alicia Washington. So they are, in fact, married. Okay, and I imagine all three of these are PJs. They better be. Boy, if you married this woman and she already had kids, none against single mothers, right? Single mothers need love too, but come on, man. That would be after you already have one baby mama to go ahead and get with a woman that has other kids. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. But yeah, you know, they seem like they're in love. They seem like a nice, happy family. She's a beautiful woman and all that. So that's what's up with that.
With the Mavs. So based off of the court documents, this is something that happened from 2024. And so she is getting a jump, or she is, trying to.
Breaking news. After finessing PJ Washington before, she's
Brittany
back at
Renner
it now.
is a fucking barnacle, bro. You know barnacles, how they sit and attach themselves to the bottom of large ships? That's what Brittany Renner is. She's a leech. That's what she feels like to PJ Washington and his wife and their family. Just a fucking parasite that just won't go away. A boil. Ugh.
Renner is seeking $35,000 per month because she's saying that $5.5K per month isn't enough, and she's struggling to make ends meet. The fact she's going from 5.5 to 35, she wants some bread for herself. Yeah. And what a coincidence. She's doing all this after PJ just got the bag. PJ just got 4 years, 90 M. You see what females be doing, bro? 5K a month is more than enough for your kid, bro. How isn't 5 bands a month not enough to cover expenses for a child? Please explain to me how. So 5K.
So, okay, again, remember, it's also to provide the child with a similar quality of life that the child would have when they're with dad. Because you got to think what that does to the child. If every time the kid goes over to dad's house and it's fucking Disneyland, and then they come back home and now it's fucking Oliver Twist, that's not good. That's not good for how the child would view mom and dad. And so I understand why men who make a lot of fucking money, why it makes sense that they pay more in child support than a man who doesn't, or a man who makes a more normal amount of money. But yeah, she is being incredibly greedy, no doubt.
8 isn't enough. Why not request 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10? You jump from 5 to 35. Right. She is finessing you, bro.
What I have come to realize is that a lot of these women and baby mamas forget that they also too have a responsibility to their child. Like, they genuinely believe that if the man and the woman break up, that the man should be 100% financially responsible for taking care of the child, and they should not have any part to play on, providing anything for their child.
I would say that's true, particularly when the man makes a lot of money. But that's not the situation for most women. Most women are getting child support checks between $200 and $800 a month. The most women, right? Because the average guy, how much does the average guy make in America? Yup, that was before taxes. So about $3,400 a month after taxes. Take 20% of that. So the average single mother living in Texas is getting something like $680 a month or less. Not exactly a get-rich-quick scheme. Not exactly a get-rich-quick plan. Definitely enough money to take care of a small child or even a teenager, but this ain't enough to just take care of a kid, right? It's not going to put a roof over your head. It's not going to keep all the bills paid, insurance, all of that stuff. So it is going to be but a small contribution to taking care of that child. But in the case of people like Brittany Renner, she is most certainly trying to cash out, and that's nasty.
It doesn't work like that, okay? If you are getting, whether it was $2,500 a month, $3,500 a month, or $5,500 a month for your one son, that is covering all kinds of stuff. That should be covering anything that child needs.
Oh, yeah.
For the month?
Definitely.
That's a lot of money.
Brittany Renner says $5,000 a month for child support is not enough. She says she needs $35,000 a month, and she's struggling to make ends meet. And she's looking at that PJ Washington contract and thinking she should get part of that. But this is child support. This is not Brittany Renner support.
Unfortunately, a lot of these women are bitter. They get vindictive. They're nasty. They're upset that things didn't work out. Worse, they see that $90 million contract, being signed. Yeah. And they realize that they're not getting a piece of that pie.
Right. Nah, she's definitely bitter. Could you imagine? She's looking at this other chick, Alicia Washington, and she's just filled with rage and anger. And she's probably the reason they didn't work out. A guy like PJ Washington, he's a lover boy. I can just tell. Look at him. He's taking pictures with a thought. No offense. Right? He's taking pictures with a bop. Getting her pregnant. He's a simp. Right? He had this experience. What did he go do? He went and got married. He's a lover boy. I don't think their relationship didn't work out because he was on some demon timing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he's a bad guy. From what I saw with that interaction with Brittany Renner when he was doing the custody exchange, he seemed like a pretty level-headed guy. She knows in her heart she's the one that fucked up that situation because she couldn't not be a fucking demon. And now she's just wrestling for scraps. But you let me know what you think in the comment section down below, man. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace out.